this is your first time being on here, let me just say we about to go on a rant. But I'm going to take y'all on a rant and on a ride. So I want y'all to be able to look at what I'm seeing while I'm talking to y'all. And I hope my mouth is not loud, but it seems like I'm supposed to be a little loud for y'all to hear me. But, okay. Anyhow. So, I've been chilling, right? Just thinking about life, basically. Like, lifing in life. Like, I'm thinking about how hard it is for many people to keep up with everything that's going on. How everything is so high, but yet we still don't make a lot of money. More money than what we usually make. So I'm sitting here at this 1-bedroom apartment, $1,500 a month, not including the rest of the bills and the rest of the bills that I have on my own, like car insurance, gas, car repairs, and car insurance, water, garbage, lights, internet, phone. That's a lot. Like, if you think about how many bills you got every single month and how much they accumulate every single month, it's crazy. So, I was checking out my pay for the month. Like, my pay, not coming in pay, but going out pay. How much I'm paying these folks every single month to live this lifestyle, right? So I'm looking at this and I'm noticing that I'm paying $4,000 every single month. Every single month I'm paying out $4,000 every single month. Now, some months it was $3,000. A lot of times it was close to $4,000. But most of the time it is $3,000 to $4,000, excuse me. So I'm like, what could I actually be doing with $3,000? What could I possibly be doing with an extra $3,000 in my pocket every single month? What if I wasn't living in this $1,500 house? You know what I'm saying? And now, when I say $4,000, it's because, you know, you have to, well, I am basically living paycheck to paycheck, paying paycheck to paycheck on my bills. So every time I get paid, I'm basically paying them. I'm basically getting nothing out of the deal. I'm working to basically pay these folks to live in their place. So I thought to myself, I'm like, dude, what if you just be like, screw this shit and not even live in this $1,500 house? What if you just go ahead and get you a damn a camper or live in your damn car? Like, I know many people who do that. And y'all probably know many people who do that as well. And they living comfortably. Like, a lot of people are living comfortably in their place of choice. Whether it's their car, or it's a camper, or it's some land where they actually put down a building to stay in. They living all right. You know, they don't gotta pay $4,000 a month. Because I'm telling you, every single paycheck I get, for the last 5 years, I've been dishing it out to rent, bills, and that's all. I have not been able to live the life that I desire because I'm paying these high-ass bills. So, if you know, you know. And I'm telling you, this is ridiculous. So, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, I gotta figure out a way to get out of this bind, because nobody wants to live paycheck to paycheck. Nobody wants to live to where they don't have enough after they pay everything. You still broke. Like, who the heck wants to be broke all the freaking time? I know I don't. So I'm about to get to the point where I'm about to figure out something else to do, because this is just absolutely ridiculous. Then if you have, you know, you can think about ways that you can live otherwise. You can shack up with family, or you could, I don't know. I don't know any other way. Like, if you don't live in your car, or get you some land and buy you what are these things called? I can't even remember. I know it's a mobile home, but I'm not talking about the mobile homes. I'm talking about the, what is those things called? You know, y'all know what I'm talking about. People who are living in tiny homes or whatever. then you are basically just dishing out the dough. So there's other ways that you could do it. So I'm sitting here trying to think to myself, like, what is another way that I can actually save some cash and still be able to live comfortably? Like, I just rode past one of these little camper things, and I was like, you know what, that could make a perfect little tiny home. You know, a trailer, it can make a perfect little tiny home. A tiny home, a storage unit, or whatever they call those things. I can't remember, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Somebody posted down below for me. Do me a favor and do that. I appreciate it. But yeah, just thinking about how much money we spend on bills and rent and stuff like that. If we figured out a way to make some things happen where we can get some land and everybody can put in on that land and buy you a tiny home or build you a home or whatever the case may be. If you want to live in your car on that land, you could do that. But something has got to absolutely shake when it comes to these particular this particular dishing out on the dough. Okay, something has got to shake, and I am about to find a reason why I'm about to get out of here. The reason why I'm about to get out of there is because of the $1,500 rent. I know I'm ranting. Remember, I said it is a rant video. So if you are not paying this much rent, you would not understand. Having one of those days where I just want to talk about, or just talk about it. Like what the? I'm trying to be as calm as possible when it comes to this, but I need to get my ass out of this $1,500 contract, okay? And figure out a way to put this money to use another way. So if you guys didn't know, I'm a work from home person. I actually work from home. Been working from home for 5 years. And working from home is cool to a certain extent, but after you done been working from home for so long, and you just get to the point where you don't want to even sit in the house no more. It's like, I work from home, and my job requires me to be on headset all day long, 8 hours a day. By the time I get off of work, it's dark outside. If it's in the fall time or winter time. But in the summertime, you got limited time left for you to even enjoy the sunlight. I don't see myself doing that forever, you know? So one day I was just sitting here looking at TV, and I was listening to how they were, at that time they were canceling out people who work for the government or whatever. And I was like, you know what? Maybe my job ended too, and they're going to look out for us. They're going to make sure we straight. But no, that didn't happen like that. But the next 2 weeks after that, they sent us a voluntary resignment form for anybody who wanted to just voluntarily quit. And I actually took that opportunity. So in a couple of days, in a couple of weeks, I actually will have the opportunity to be out of that position where I won't have to sit at home all the time and work. Now, mind you, again, I know this is not what this was about, but let me just say, it is very, 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 very bogus for me to not have nothing left over after 5 years of working for this freaking job. And because I'm having to dish it out. I'm so freaking pissed. Ain't that what they said on there? I'm so freaking pissed that on White Chicks the movie, that I had to spend all of my money trying to live comfortably, which is something that we should do, but gosh, man, I don't know, y'all. I mean, if you feel where I'm coming from, you do understand, but a lot of people won't understand because they don't go through that situation. Man, I don't know. Are y'all feeling the same way? Like, tired of paying all these freaking bills? Tired of it, just getting to the point where you just done and over with. Like, you think 35 years. Well, I'm gonna say 35 years. I'll say 30 years working and 30 years paying bills. Imagine how much money you could have actually had saved up if you didn't have to do that. Now, I'm not saying that we shouldn't do it, but I'm just saying, just think. But yeah, I'm just ranting. I just wanted to take y'all on a ride and see what y'all think about this, because man, I could have been a multi-millionaire by now if I wouldn't have had to pay all these damn bills. How about you? But anyhow, y'all, let me know how y'all feel about this particular video, and if y'all want any more videos like this, because I can go into detail about a lot of ish, and we can roll out and we could talk about something. You hear me? So hopefully y'all like this video, and if you ain't subscribed yet, please do me a favor and go ahead and subscribe. And I shall see y'all in the next one.